Sorry, I was mostly ready. Welcome to Talk with Rose, where right now we are kind of doing a little, I guess, series. Now we can start calling it on Gypsy Rose. I do want to do other things. I'm putting together another video about some games I've been playing lately. Because I do game. I'm not the best gamer in the world. So if you're not the best gamer in the world, too, come talk games with me and we'll talk how we love games, but we're not good at them. But do you have to be good at games to play games? I don't think so. But sometimes you do to play with other people. But anyways, we could talk about that and other things, and maybe we even might start some Taylor Swift stuff. And Eurovision only lasted 3 days, so that was just a week long series because Eurovision's now over, so we're done with talking Eurovision. But we are back to talking Gypsy Rose. I thought this might calm down for a minute because Gypsy has, for the most part, disappeared from the internet because everybody did see her video where she's stepping back from the internet again. We know this. Again, right? Again. But later on, she posts a picture of her laughing at baby reindeer or something. I don't know. I haven't seen that. I guess that's the new popular thing up. I mean, she says, I'm stepping back for my mental health once again, but then she keeps posting. She says she's not a celebrity, but she walks down the red carpet and she's on her third season of with Lifetime of Love After Lockup. And it's like, you're not a celebrity, but you're doing everything that a celebrity says to do. You're taking a break from the internet, yet you're still posting every day. But last video, we talked about a theory that Anxious Ant has. And I thought Gypsy is doing a great job of fooling everybody. She's manipulating everybody again because Anxious Ant caught this. Because I think Gypsy Rose might have saw either Anxious Ant's post or not many people are talking about this yet. Anxious Ant, I think, is the first one I've seen come out about it. About her and Ken might be breaking up or broke up. And I think that's what led to her deleting her Mother's Day video was Raina didn't like her being talked about in it because her and Ken are breaking up. So she's faking dating Ken. So let's watch what Anxious Ant has to say about it real quick.
And right, have you all noticed
Put on my headset.
that suddenly her
Hey,
profile
Joshy.
pictures have changed? Every single one of them now shows Gypsy and Ken together.
So basically, in the last video, we talked about how Anxious Ant noticed that she took down all the Gypsy and Ken together photos. Now she's put them back up.
Someone trying to show that maybe she's still in a relationship when she's not. Funny thing is, they're all the same picture of Ken again. They're nothing new. They're not new pictures. They're all old pictures of Ken in the same top and hat. Same outfit. I mean, if you're going to give us pictures to try and prove that you're in a relationship, at least use different clothes, maybe Photoshop them in. She hasn't gone to that level yet. I'm waiting for that to happen next. I mean, clearly she's watching everybody's socials and seeing that people are noticing that her and Ken aren't showing new pictures together. So this is her failed attempt to try and prove to us that she's in a relationship. It'd be very easy. Just do a video or picture of Ken in different clothes. But you can't do it. Wonder why. Anyway, she's also released this statement, which I'm going to read out for you now.
Yeah, that's a long one. I don't know if I wanted to read it out. It's a long one. Let's see, where else does she talk about? Hold on. She talks about maybe this is the wrong video, but she does talk about it. But she did another picture that she investigated. Oh crap, I got it. Maybe it's
Did we all see this heartfelt message that Gypsy left to Ken?
Yeah, right here.
Take a look at this, guys. At Ken Urker. I love you with all of my heart. Every moment with you brings happiness that I never knew could be possible. We have a bright future ahead of us, as long as Ryan gets out the way. I can only hope that I bring the same joy to your life. I have loved you from the moment we shared our first kiss back in 2017, and in that moment, my heart had unknowingly been gifted to you. Without my control, I had given you my whole trust, love, and future, because from that day forward, no one else could ever compare to the love we share, especially not Ryan. Ugh, can't stand Ryan. You know that, Ken. I've always loved you. No, she doesn't do that, but oh my God. If that isn't a kick in the face, a kick in the guts to Ryan, I don't know what is. I truly don't. Let's be real here, guys. We all know that Gypsy is losing grip of Ken, and she is trying her hardest, her absolute hardest, to win him back now. She's trying to reel him back in like a little fishy that he is, and she's losing him. He's jumping off that fish hook very, very fast. He doesn't want to be on her hook. He doesn't want to be on her hook at all. So she's doing this message to show Ken, look, Ken, we've still got it. I still love you. I still want you. And Ken didn't even respond. Ken did not even respond to that message. So that says a lot, guys. That says a lot. As you think Ken is in the middle of a world of...
So yeah, see, Ken's not responding to anything she's saying. That's bad. Or maybe it's this
What's
video.
up, guys? I have a bit more Gypsy goss
video
for
too.
you. Now, I was checking out Nina the Beauty Influencer's TikTok today.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk about Nina, and this video covers both Nina and the fake picture of Ken.
She put up how she's posted a new picture of Ken on her Instagram, and she theorized that this picture happens to be in the same location as the picture that she put up quite a while ago. So Nina thinks Gypsy's lying about her and Ken still being together. So she has these two pictures here, and Ken, he's wearing the same outfit in both pictures, and how the background, you know, it could be the same place. Now, me being me, I had to dive in a little bit because I wanted to check it out. I wanted to see, is this the same place or not? So I did a little bit of a reverse screenshot, you know, Google image reverse search, and I found out the place is called Voodoo Chicken and Daiquiris. Now, I had a look at some TikTok videos, and I have to say, I want to go to this place. It looks nice.
It looks awesome.
I like myself some chicken, I like myself some daiquiris, so this looks like a place that I want to go to. But I had a look, and I was looking through all the videos, and I'm thinking, no, I can't see, because the other picture, they've got a backdrop, and it's like leaves or vines or whatever's in the background, and that's not in the restaurant. And I'm like, oh no, okay. But then I'm thinking, hang on a minute. This outfit that Ken likes to wear, I have a little theory here. So this outfit that Ken likes to wear, he likes to wear the same top and the same hat. I don't know, it could be a favorite outfit, but now if you look at the video of when they're at the jazz festival, he's wearing the same outfit again. So I have a theory to double up on top of this. I think that they had this one big day together. Gypsy's done a whole bunch of videos and pictures with him, and she's just posting it over time.
Well, if you look at it at the jazz festival, which kind of backs up her theory, is look at Gypsy's hair. It's tied up. And then she's saying, well, later on that night, they went out and Gypsy got, and now look, her hair looks freshly combed and straight down, but it's not curled or anything, which means, yeah, she went home, changed her clothes real quick, pulled her hair out of the tie, combed it, and went to this place with him to have a nice evening. And yeah, she's right. Gypsy likes to dress up. She likes to change her era. And so she likes to play dress up. And so here they are dancing at the festival. She goes home, puts her hair down real quick, combs it, gets on a new dress, goes out and has some daiquiris on like another, like they're on a date all day long. So either Ken hasn't changed, like she said, hasn't changed his clothes in days, or he has his favorite outfit. He went home, put it in the washer while Gypsy changed, and then he pulls it out real quick, puts it back on, I guess. Well, you can't see his pants, though, to see if his shirt, the pants are the same. But basically, yeah, it looks like it could be the same day because Gypsy didn't take time to curl her hair or anything. But she wanted to have nicer hair, so all she did was just pull it back into like a half ponytail kind of thing.
Make it look like they're still together. So I'm still on the bandwagon that maybe they aren't together. Maybe he has a favorite outfit. I don't know, but I just think it's kind of funny that in every single one of these pictures, he's wearing the exact same thing. Now, you might say, oh, but Gypsy's not wearing the same thing. I think that they were there in the daytime, then she went out, she went and got dressed up for the nighttime, and Ken's a guy, he can't be bothered getting dressed up. He's like, I'll go like this, it's good enough for me. And Gypsy, she got herself dressed up for the nighttime, and then they went out on the town. That's what I think. So that's my theory about that.
I will be taking a little bit of a step back from social media, just to prioritize.
Yeah, step back, and then she's showing a picture, then she's showing videos of her laughing once again at the baby deer.
Let me know what you guys think. Also, for all you guys waiting for me and Jodie Lee to get back into reality, but that's just my. He's obviously trying to gear up to more of a reality TV lifestyle. I wouldn't be surprised if, Keeping Up with the Blanchards is going to probably come out of the...
Keeping Up with the Blanchards? Can you ever keep up with how many men Gypsy's dating? No. Just kidding. Let's see. But mostly I kind of wanted to talk about Ryan. I'm noticing... Because when Gypsy first got out of jail, everybody was kind of against Ryan. And but he gained everybody's sympathy when Gypsy left him and then villainized him. And this is the only reason why I'm definitely watching the show when it comes out, is because I do want to see how it plays out. Because Ryan right now is actually doing kind of an interesting good job of manipulating people himself. See, I either figure A, Ryan's got a PR guy too, and he's actually following what the PR guy says, and he's playing a better game than Gypsy, or he is a manipulator and he knows how to play a better game than Gypsy. So he's playing Gypsy's game just better than her because, well, he knows how to do it better. Because he came out in a video and said, look, guys, I'm not going to trash Gypsy. I know this is what you guys want me to do. I love the hashtag Team Ryan. Thanks. But I'm not going to trash Gypsy. But then he brings out another video where he claps back at Gypsy and laughs at a comment that was made. And then he claps back even harder right here in this latest. You can either look on Anxious Anna or Flawless Nina's page if you want this video, or look on Ryan's page himself. There's 3 different places so far you can see this video where Ryan is clapping back hard at Gypsy. And so he is actually putting Gypsy down, but the way he's doing it, he's crafted it so well that he's just is basically laughing at the situation, but he's getting everybody to laugh hard at Gypsy, so he's appeasing everybody. To the people that want to believe that he is good, he is not getting down on Gypsy, so everybody's going, yay, Ryan. Good job, take the high road, don't get down on Gypsy. However, he's also clapping back hard at her. For the people that want to see him put down Gypsy, he's giving them a tiny little taste of it. But the problem is we've kind of already caught Ryan lying is the problem. Ryan, when Gypsy first got at it, or while Gypsy was in jail, he told everybody he lost his job because he was dating Gypsy. That might have been like a reason, or he told us that, but we know it was actually about the inappropriate comment he was making to his students. When he told one of his students about him doing her mother, he could do, I'm not going to say those words. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And so we've already caught Ryan lying. Ryan's already lied. And one of my favorite things, I didn't really talk about it earlier, is this video.
Now remember the...
So we'll get to that video in a minute. First, we need to go over a couple things. This video, watch Gypsy's face at the end of this video.
I think one is, people call her the master manipulator. It wasn't that. It was the other way around in that relationship with her ex. It was the other way around. She was manipulated. I think one is...
She kind of looks at the camera kind of like... I've always felt like she looked at the camera like... I didn't know I was going to say that. Did I... like, the way she's looking at him, like... First of all, she kind of looks right here. She looks kind of scared about what is he going to say. And then she kind of is like, okay. He said that, okay. Like, her whole face during this is, she's so worried.
People call her the master manipulator. It wasn't that. It was the other way around in that relationship with her ex. It was the other way around. She was manipulated.
I've always found this video to be interesting because of Gypsy's face. I wonder what she's thinking here. I didn't know what the question was. I never even saw what the question was. But whatever the question, look at the way she's looking at the camera after the question. She's like, okay, I didn't tell him to say that, but that's good, I guess. She's kind of given just some weird vibes about his answer. And so right there, he's heavily double downing on backing Gypsy up on, oh yeah, no. We know Nick did all the manipulation, Although he's now been with Gypsy as husband and wife out of jail, he knows Gypsy now. He knows who was the manipulator. he knows. And then what's funny is he did manipulate Gypsy into talking to him. Hey, well, wait, bread, morning, I guess. Did you take yeah, I took a nap too. That's why I'm up so late on this YouTube video. Because I took a nap too. Because you guys kept me up all night. Just kidding. But I took like an hour-ish nap. I had to finish all my cleaning and stuff. I finished all the cleaning that I was started yesterday, Bread. So I didn't get a very long nap because I had to do a lot of cleaning today. And laundry. I'm still in the middle of a few loads of laundry. I'm cleaning what I didn't throw out. So, but I'm cleaning everything that didn't get thrown away right now. And I had to rearrange my linen closet and blah blah blah. I'll have to tell you about it. Yeah, I had to do I've done a lot of stuff today. Okay, so anyways, he told Gypsy, I'm writing to you because me and my friend made a bet. He's writing to Joe, Tiger King, and I'm writing to you. So it's like, this is just an innocent letter that, I want to bet on, that I have to write to you on. But he wrote it in a pink envelope and put from Louisiana on the back. And he's like, well, I hope she would just read it and say, well, that's sweet. And then just put it with her millions of letters. He knew she would just put it with her millions of letters. So he knew he had to write something to hook, line, and sinker her. So that's why he put it in a pink envelope with Louisiana on it and a bunch of things to get her attention. We don't know what was in the letter, but he made it look like this is innocent and I feel for you. So right there shows a little bit of manipulation on Ryan's side. Now, I'm not saying Ryan's a bad guy. I'm just, this is probably kind of an unpopular opinion, but and this is all my opinion for entertainment purposes, and I keep forgetting to say this at the beginning of the video, for entertainment purposes, and all allegedly, I'm just kind of talking about Ryan's had some strange behavior, and just because Gypsy left him, don't think, because I think I caught Ryan in a lie, and everybody is to Team Ryan. We're getting to the lie right now. I'm showing you some past behaviors, some past lies, because I'm getting to the lie that Ryan just told. Now, in a past, he put it in a pink letter, and I'm sure, when we watch the Lifetime video, Ryan has some resentments, because I want to see if he was manipulating at all. But we know he had some resentments about they wouldn't let him wear his jersey. So he's clapping back by every video he announces what jersey he's wearing. Because they made him buy a bunch of button-up shirts in different colors and styles. And they're like, no, you're not wearing jerseys, Ryan. You're wearing button-up shirts around Gypsy. You got to match her fabulous era. She can't look hot standing in a guy next to a jersey. So they made Ryan wear a bunch of. So I'm sure he's also getting out some resentments he had during living with Gypsy and filming constantly and not getting to wear the clothes he wanted to wear. So he's clapping back in his own way, pretty hard, but it's so subtle that you just laugh with Ryan. But, yeah. So, yeah, he's saying, I'm not going to put Gypsy down, but I'm going to laugh at this, which is basically laughing at Gypsy. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now we're going to get to what the lie I caught Ryan in. So, Let's watch this video and see if you catch the same thing I catch. But first of all, you got to have a little bit of knowledge. So not everybody's going to catch it because not everybody has the knowledge I have. Hey, Butterfly Sisters, it's good to see you. It's been so long. I know I don't do a lot of YouTubes anymore, but I'm starting to do YouTubes again. You should tell me what you want to see on YouTube and I'll do some YouTubes for ya. Alright, how are you doing on YouTube? I forgot to check out your YouTube. Are you and your sister doing YouTubes? Okay, let's see if you guys catch this. Let's watch the video.
Big reason why Gypsy Rose decided to divorce Ryan was the fact that he was hoarding all this food, and he would get so angry with her that she wanted to throw the old food out. And the fact that he was snoring, and that was her big reason. Bull rot. But anyway, that was her big reason. Now, Ryan has decided, because obviously people have been pestering him, the poor thing, but he's decided to show us his fridge. So let's have a look and see what kind of food he is hoarding in there.
Hey guys, it's me, Ryan, rocking Alex Bregman jersey today. Go Astros, LSU boy. But anyway, I've got a lot of comments. Show us your.
I personally do think though that he looks a ton better in jerseys. I do gotta say on behalf of Team Ryan that he does know how to dress and he does look good in jerseys. I think he looks, he's got his necklaces on, his jerseys on. I think he does look dumb in all those button-up shirts and all the time. I really think they looked dumb and made him look dumb. I don't think they made him look good. I think they should have just let him wear his jerseys.
Your fridge. Show us your fridge for obvious reasons. But anyway, I don't even know what a food hoarder is, guys. That's ridiculous. I mean, I don't have food hiding under beds or anything like that. I do have a gastric sleeve, so that means the doctor removed 30% of my stomach. So when I go out to eat, I can't eat a lot, so I do get to-go plates. So that might have drunk.
In a past video, I speculated that Ryan's problem was his weight, but I speculated that he didn't like eating in front of people. And when I saw this video, he changed my mind for a brief second. And then I changed it back because I got close to his problem. I thought, after watching this video, I thought, well, Rose, you got close to the problem. You thought it was because of his weight, and it was because of his weight. But he's saying he got the lap band surgery.
Drove Gypsy crazy, but just is what it is, guys. I don't like wasting things, and I just can't eat a lot. But anyway, here we go. Now I need to warn you, this fridge is bad. Okay?
That's Gypsy's new fridge. It doesn't look like anything great, by the way.
Just be prepared. Oh my God, the humanity! There's stuff everywhere. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Look, Pixie in the refrigerator, licking barbecue sauce. That's crazy. Pixie, get out of there.
So you look at this fridge and you say, okay, see, that's a typical looking fridge. That's what everybody's fridge should look like, right? I mean, you got a little bit of, he's got, some nice cherry tomatoes. Yeah, some wrapped up leftover food, but everybody has leftover food. And I mean, Ryan's gonna have leftover food. He's a single guy cooking for himself. We stopped for a while. One of the is busy. Okay, yeah, it's yeah, kids can keep you busy for sure. He had me going there for a second. So, I wonder if I'm right about the problem still. And he, like I said, does he got a PR guy telling him what to say or something? And they were also talking about how while Gypsy was in jail and married to Ryan, they were trying to keep Gypsy's money from Ryan. But technically, once you're married and you don't have a prenup, marital assets, you share them. So, did Ryan recently get this lap band surgery and use Gypsy's money? And that's what they're mad at because they were afraid he was going to take her nose job money. Because in a last video, we also went over how Gypsy's been planning the nose job since she went into prison. She's been planning this nose job the whole time she was in prison. She wasn't planning on advocacy and everything. That's what she was telling people. But when she got out of prison, she was planning on taking care of herself. She was literally asking people for money for clothes too. She was planning on not doing advocacy. She was planning on, having fun and going on shopping sprees on everybody else's dime. She didn't want to get out of prison, get a job, and work. She wanted everybody else to pay for her lifestyle. So I got this one dilemma that's weighing heavily on my mind. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. But see, maybe things have changed the last 20 years, but I highly doubt it. But I have a sister-in-law who got this surgery, and my mom thought about getting this surgery. And my mom drinks a lot of, like, 98-ish% of my mom, what she drinks is water. She's lactose intolerant. She can't drink milk. And so she actually loves water, and she mostly drinks water. Like, that's all you catch her always drinking. And then there's that small little percentage where occasionally my mom likes to drink Sprite or something. She really doesn't like soda a lot, but she has the occasional brief, like when we're going out camping or something, she'll have soda when we go out camping or something, you know. Like, it has to be something different, like camping, traveling. But on a daily basis, when she's home, it's water. And so my mom thought about getting the surgery because she already fit the requirements. And Ryan is failing one of the biggest requirements. See, lap band surgery, when you get it, it's a one-time deal. If you ruin the surgery, which you can, if you ruin the surgery, you can't redo it. It's a one-time deal. When they take a portion of your stomach, and then if you don't follow the specific lifestyle and you ruin your stomach, you could gain all that weight back, which my sister-in-law did. I watched her from 2004 all the way up to, for the last 20 years that I've known her. I've known her for longer than 20 years. I've known her for like 22, 23 years. For however long I've known her. Actually, no, 23 years, because she was there when I was pregnant with my second son, is when my brother married her, when I 25 years, because I found out I was pregnant with my second son around the time my brother married her. I watched her gain all of it back because she ruined it. And once you ruin it, you can't go recut your stomach again. You just can't. You can't. And once you ruin it, you can't just go back on the diet and fix it either. Like, it's a big deal to get this lap band surgery. Like, you have to, or at least as far as I used to know, that you used to have to practice the diet for around a year or so before they would let you have it, because you had to change your lifestyle to prove that you would keep that lifestyle change. And the number one biggest rule how to ruin a lap band surgery is drinking beer or soda or anything carbonated, because carbonation will put air in your stomach and blow your stomach right back up, and you will ruin your lap band surgery. And that's how my sister-in-law ruined hers. It was beer. And he's got two packs of Dr. Pepper in the fridge and a pack of Fanta on top of the fridge. And when I was looking at Gypsy's photo, I remember Gypsy's photo, she's got Coke and Sprite. So we know that her choices aren't I think Dr. Pepper is more of a guy's choice too. The peppery sweet taste is more I tell me, do you think Dr. Pepper is more a guy's drink or a girl's drink? I think it's more of a guy's drink. The only reason why I drink Dr. Pepper is because that's what my husband drinks, too. And I was thinking about it, going, yeah, guys do drink Dr. Pepper. And the only, I like Dr. Pepper wouldn't be my first go-to Pepsi or something if I wasn't going to drink something soft like Sprite or root beer. Like if I was going to drink something more hardcore, it would be like Cherry Coke or Pepsi. Because I love Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke is like, I love it better than Cherry Pepsi. I love Pepsi. It's sweeter and better than Coke. But I love Cherry Coke so much better than Cherry Pepsi. I don't know why Cherry doesn't mix as well with Pepsi, but it does with Coke. So weird. What's your guys' favorite soda? Huh? But yeah, water is good for you, Brad, because the number one rule to lap band surgery is that soda is a no-no. And look, let's go back to the top of his fridge. Let's go back to the top of his fridge as he's talking to you. Oh, Fanta? And what? He's got soda on top of the fridge and in the fridge. And Gypsy's been gone for over a month at this point. So it's not like Gypsy left it and he's still got to throw it out. Or this proves he really is a hoarder if this is Gypsy and he hasn't thrown it out. Well, yeah, well, no, we're not supposed to drink cow's milk. We're not supposed to drink milk from another animal. But I think cow's milk is probably better than the alternative. Apple juice is good for you. But see, the thing is I want to believe Ryan, what he's saying in this video, except for tell me if the rules on lap band surgery have changed, but I don't think so. I don't think the rules on lap band surgery, because it makes sense why you can't have carbonation once you have the surgery. So did he really have the lap band surgery and he's ruining it? Or is he what, drinking like, well, oh, and not only does he have those packs of sodas on top and in the fridge, but look next to the Dr. Pepper. There's a bottle of soda. So he drinks sodas out of bottles, out of cans. And this is a big no-no for lap band surgery. Studies suggest that what? Vegans have a long... that's not what I hear. I hear they're like thin and frail and unhealthy, and because you need protein. It is a fact. You need protein. And meat is the best source to get protein from, because you can't just replace it with nuts. And I know we've talked about this before, bread. We've talked about vegans, because if I didn't have to eat meat, I wouldn't. I find the thought of where meat comes from disgusting too. But I also don't want to have see-through skin and be... I'm already skinny enough. I don't need to be bone thin. But Don is quite the carnivore, and I was talking to him about it the other day. I told him, you know, if I made you dinner every single night and it didn't have meat in it, you would start whining every single night. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, don't tell me that if dinner did not come with meat, that you could handle it. I'm like, I know you need meat. There aren't enough proteins in other things. Well, right now, bread, they're actually starting, because people are starting to refuse to get vaccinated. This is what I hear. that they're starting to put the vaccination in the cows so that when you eat it, we might have to turn vegan if you don't want to be forced some unhealthy chemicals, actually. But you guys have to tell me what you think on the rules of lap band surgery, because I didn't look them up prior to this video. Maybe we should. Because as far as I know, soda's a no-no. Carbonation is a huge no-no. Not advisable. The lap band manufacturer soda is not advisable. Heard that some patients may drink flat soda. Yeah, like I was thinking last night. I'm like, unless he flattens his soda. But then what's the point of soda? You might as well drink Kool-Aid. If you're going to flatten it, just buy some Kool-Aid. And they do have soda-flavored Kool-Aids out there. They do. They have those little packets that are soda-flavored. So if you're going to drink flat soda, you see, because you can buy, I bet I can find it on Amazon. I bet, like, go to Amazon and go to soda, or you can get one of those streaming machines and go only once on the carbonation. And then boom, that's it. That's all. Like, you can't drink flat out soda with the carbonation that it comes with. Let's see, soda packets, I guess. Packets. See, yeah, here's root beer, Sunkissed, which he drinks Sunkissed apparently, which I have. Is Sunkissed the one I have? I have some. See, I drink these. Ooh, they have Dads. Ooh, I might have to get it in Dad's. I might have to buy this. Ooh, cream soda and root beer. Ooh, I just see 7-Up, Canada Dry. So if you're going to do this lap band surgery but you're addicted to soda, this is the route to go. Soda is what we call a bad band food. Not only is soda full of sugar, but drinking carbonated beverages endangers the life and function ability of your lap band. So no, the rules have not changed. The rules have not changed. So, how can he have the lap band surgery if he has this much soda in his house? We know he's living with nobody. We know he's by himself. We know Gypsy doesn't drink Dr. Pepper. She drinks Coke like her mom did. And she drinks what looks like Sprite in the cart. Because that cart looks like it's got Coke and Sprite, unless that's Dr. Pepper right there in the back, or that's something else. But what we see up front though is Coke and Sprite. And so I was like, okay, doesn't look like Gypsy left it. But then again, if Gypsy left it, it only proves that he's a food hoarder and doesn't throw things out. Because if this is Gypsy's soda, then what is it doing here almost 2 months later? Like I said, unless he drinks like a teaspoon of it or turns it flat. Same here, Joshy. When things start getting treated as propaganda, it's not about hate. That's what I keep trying to tell you guys. It's not about hate. People keep throwing around that word hate a lot. Well, then you hate it. It's like, no, I hate propaganda. I don't hate what's in the propaganda. I hate the propaganda. And so people are starting to use hateful words, which I'm not going to say right now on my YouTube, but you know what words I'm talking about. Because if you don't like the propaganda, then it's an all or nothing society, kind of. If you don't like the propaganda, then you must not like what's in the propaganda, then you must not like that, then you must hate it, then you must be this bad person. And all these assumptions happen. And so, Ryan, if you were gonna fake having lap band surgery, should have got rid of the soda. Because for a minute, Ryan had me last night. For a minute, Ryan had me. But that I just was like, wait a second. There's soda, there's Dr. Pepper. And I was thinking about, I was like, no. That's a big no. That's a one way to undo your lap band. Even if you had a soda a week, it would still slowly undo it. The carbonation stretches your stomach back out. The reason why when you have the lap band surgery, the whole purpose of it is so that your stomach gets full faster. So what Ryan is saying is correct. You can't eat a lot. You can't eat a lot after lap band surgery. So therefore, that does make sense. Why he's like, well, I'll put food in here that I want, and I'll snack on it. You have to, you snack little bits, like you're eating like 6 times a day, because you're eating just tiny bits a day. Every couple of hours, you could take a couple bites of something. And so it would take Ryan days to finish off a meal that we would just fully love and have at dinner time. So I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think. Is he lying? Is he just not following the rules? And he's gonna gain, because everybody's been saying that Ryan looks like he lost weight. And so I thought it was due to, my theory was he wasn't eating a lot in front of people because of his weight, and he was bringing home to-go boxes where he could eat at home in private. But then again, he wasn't eating at home in private because Gypsy was being judgmental also of him, and therefore the food would just not get eaten because he was being judged out there. He was being judged at home with his wife because his wife can be the only one that has a problem. She's the only victim. And so she doesn't want to hear it. Well, and this does follow that theory of mine, though. Because in the same aspect, if he does have the lap band, she's not listening to him when he says, I still want that food, but I can only take like 3 bites of it at a time every few hours because of the lap band surgery. And she's like, I don't care. Because she's the only one who can have surgery, who can have special needs like rubbing her nose 5 times a day. And she wants everybody to feel sorry how it hurts. So she makes a video of, gosh, you guys, 5 times a day I'm in pain doing this. So she's the only one who could be a victim of pain due to surgery, not Ryan. So if he did have the lap band surgery, she's being a about it. And so no, it's not, this stuff in the fridge isn't getting eaten. So like either I'm half right, all the way right, somewhere in between. 75%? Give me 75% of being right? Because the reason he wasn't eating in front of people was the lap band. And so I thought the reason he was losing weight was stress and depression and everything that Gypsy's just bringing onto him in his life. And so the less eating with the stress and the depression will cause you to lose weight. And it doesn't look like he has, that's really his fridge. I mean, you're looking at his fridge going, Gatorade's the right thing to drink with the lap band. Gatorade, that's the right thing. Powerade, or not Powerade, that's, what is that called? I drink it. It's a really expensive one, too. It's an expensive type of Gatorade. It's really good, too, if you're going through, like, withdrawals and stuff, too. It helps you get through it. Like, whew, that's some good stuff, actually. It's really good for you. But if I probably told Brad what it was, he would probably show me how it's bad for you. Because that drink has gotten me through withdrawals and all kinds of things in my life. Like, it's the only thing that's kept my body going while it's struggling at the same time. I can't remember what it's called. It's not Powerade, it's not Gatorade, it's... The label's turned so I can't see what it is. I can't see the name of it. But I recognize the bottle. Yeah, he's just got a bunch of... All this food is just past wrapped food from restaurants and stuff. So it's a pretty simple single guy's fridge, pretty much. Like I said, it's surprised to see cherry tomatoes in there. That's good and healthy. That's good for you. The only thing bad for you, like I said, that Dr. Pepper and the soda, all the soda, just makes me question what are you doing? Because that soda will undo your lap band surgery. And once it's undone, it's undone. You can't go get it redone. It's a once-in-a-lifetime surgery. And like I said, my mom almost got it because she thought about getting it because she already was there on the diet portion. She could give up soda pretty easy because she rarely even touched it anyways. We didn't even really go out to restaurants much when I was a kid either to remember if she even drank soda there. My dad drank Pepsi like it was water. My dad was the opposite of my mom. And every once in a great while, my mom would have one of my dad's Pepsis, but not often. But my sister-in-law got depression and she went back to the beer, and when she ruined her lap band surgery, that made her drink even harder. And then and my brother was already drinking, so that didn't help. And so she totally just, hers is completely ruined, destroyed. She's back to that unhealthy weight that the doctors said was going to kill her, unalive her, make her go away. But surprisingly, she's still alive 24 years later. So she's still doing well as far as I understand. So I don't know. Gypsy lied, everyone. Shocked face. I mean, if this is what their fridge looks like, yeah, Gypsy was overreacting. If this really is, because we're remembering this is almost 2 months later, and if this is what the fridge looked like, Gypsy was overreacting. If this is, because, and I don't believe that Ryan, like, I was watching, what's that guy? It's not Guy on the Sofa. I got his name wrong. It's Live from My Sofa or something like that, or streaming from my sofa or something like that. I don't know, something from he's like 10-year-old ketchup, and I'm like, that's what Gypsy's trying to make everybody picture in their mind, is that she married Ryan and moved into his house, and he's got 10-year-old food in there, and she's going, oh God, I gotta throw this away. And he's going, what? I was gonna eat that moldy ketchup. Only my brother would do that. Just kidding. My brother would call them science experiments. But yeah. So in the past, we have kind of caught Ryan lying. We've kind of caught him manipulating. So is him and Ken also manipulators? Because like I said in his video, did Ken just... Oh, this is what I forgot when we were talking about the Ken section. So the first reason why Ken broke up with Gypsy was 2 reasons. One, he couldn't handle her fame. And in prison, she was a lot less famous than she is now. And 2, he couldn't handle the time she had left. He didn't want to wait 2 years for her to get out of prison. And so now all of a sudden, Ken's back in her life? Wait a second. We still have the same 2 problems still exist. One, she still is famous. And a lot more famous than she was in prison. The paparazzi's following her. I mean, Christy is following her and selling to the paparazzi. Christy is her personal paparazzi. I don't know. Maybe Christy ought to get a job with the paparazzi. If she really, maybe Christy and Gypsy, if they really want to follow famous people around, maybe they should just get a job with TMZ. They could probably write some pretty crazy stories about pictures they take, because they're good at lying. So if Gypsy wants a job, maybe she ought to talk to TMZ or something about, I'll follow famous people. First, she'd probably say, my first assignment is Taylor Swift. And then she'd be like, TMZ, Tay. So she'd be like, I need to interview Tay for TMZ. Right, Brad? That would be your first stop if she became paparazzi. It would be Taylor Swift. So first of all, you still have the fame is still there, and worse, because you do have some paparazzi after. Then you have Chrissy, who is paparazzi after her, and then you have over 10 million people on the internet. Okay, that's a lot of people watching your every move. 10 million people. Yeah, I knew you'd like that, Bread. And 2, well, she's out of prison, right? So the time thing doesn't matter anymore, right? Wrong, still does. Time still matters, because apparently in Louisiana you can't get a divorce for, 18 months? You have to be separated for 18 months? Here in my state, I can get a divorce in 10 days if it's not contested. If me and my husband both agreed on getting a divorce and agreed on the terms of the divorce and the visitation with the kids, and we agreed on everything, we could file for $200 and in 10 days get our divorce decree. It just needs to go across the judge's desk, and he says, oh, look, these 2 want a divorce. They're in agreement. Stamp. Done. That's how I got my first divorce. Done in 10 days. All you do is file, 10 days later, call the courts. Okay, thank you. Yep, thanks. It is done. Thank you. Thanks. So the judge did decide. Go down to the courthouse, pay $2, get a copy of the decree, or pay 20 cents, because it's 10 cents a page. It's only 2 pages. maybe 3 or 4, maybe 10 pages, maybe $1. Pay $1, get your little divorce packet back with it all stamped by the judge and everything. 10 days. But in Louisiana, no. 10 days is. We here in the West, out here in Utah, Nevada, and all that, you can get a marriage license and get married within 30 days of getting that license. You have to get married within 30 days of getting that license. You can't just get a marriage license and sit on it. You have to get married in 30 days. And then a divorce decree that's uncontested. If it's contested, now that'll take time. If you're going to court and you're fighting over kids and you're fighting over money and you're fighting over possessions and this and that, and you didn't just equally split it, then you're talking time. But if you're talking uncontested, 2 people just want to get divorced, they both agree on it and they can agree on the terms, you self-file, you don't even touch down to a courtroom, 10 days later signed by a judge. Done deal. There's no time stipulation. They don't have to say, well, were you separated for X amount of days? But in Louisiana, apparently there is time. So Ken, he hasn't proposed, but if he were to propose right now to Gypsy, right now, today, if he were to get down on that knee and propose, he would still have to wait 2 years to marry her. They wouldn't be able to get married legally. She's married to Ryan and Gypsy loves to lean on the law, as we know. Because in her past interview, she said, well, I'm not a schmurderer because according to Missouri statute, there is no such thing as, accessory or first principle or anything like that. If you didn't do the act, then supposedly, like, that's why I was surprised in the interrogation when the cop was yelling at Gypsy. You orchestrated it. It was all you. I know you. He's like, you're getting charged. He's like, you're getting charged. Oh gosh, that cop was so mad. We should look at that interrogation video again. Because, that was a huge turning point for a lot of people, because she's like, no, I can't go to jail. I'm sick. I'm on meds. And he's like, I'm done with your lies. I'm done with your excuses. I'm done talking to you. It was your idea. She's like, no. And then he screams at her, you hated your mother. Like, he went out in the hallway. He came in and he was talking to her, had a snowball theory, had other theories. He was gently handling her. He went out in the hallway a couple times, came back in. And then he came back in. Something changed for him out in that hallway. Because he came back in and said, no, you hated your mother. And she freaked out at that moment. No, I love her. And she kept just screaming, I loved her. Like, she's trying to convince herself. I loved her. And he's like, no, you hated her. And you know what? I have to agree with the cop. Because you have to hate your mother that much to do that. You have to. To do it without remorse. Because people who even have their family members, like, you pulled the plug or something, they're in a coma or whatever, like, they still feel remorse for being the ones that have to pull the plug, even if it was a mercy. And then people are trying to get that legalized to be able to mercy unalive people. They're gonna die in 18 months or 6 months or some whatever, and it's either 6 months of pain or you save them from that 6 months pain. They live a lifetime of guilt. for cutting off a life early. The fallout skin. So what were we talking about again? Yeah, so anyways. It's crazy. So we if you guys want to watch put in the comments if you want to watch the interrogation videos with me again. We can go over those again. Like every time I watch them, I get something new out of them. Every time I watch them, I get something new out of them. Like I notice a new thing she says, or a new thing, or she'll say something and I've heard it before, but all of a sudden it'll ring differently in my ears third go around. Like all of a sudden you're like, wait a second. You're like, that actually means something, what she said there. Because a lot of the information on what happened lies in those interrogation videos. Like I said, that's why I believe in the theory that Nick might have not done the unaliving, or maybe he finished it off. Maybe she was half alive when he got there. Because maybe Gypsy and Dan failed. Because Gypsy swears in that interrogation room that her mom passed on the 9th. And text message proof shows that Nick didn't get there till the morning of the 10th. He was there on the 9th. He was at the hotel on the 9th. Somebody said the bus tickets. I think Fancy said the bus tickets proved that he didn't get there till the 10th. But no, the bus tickets got him there on the 9th. But the text message, Gypsy tells him to stay at the hotel till she's ready. And then there's a half an hour, apparently, that Nick couldn't get a hold of Gypsy. And then all of a sudden, she rushes Nick to the house. She rushes him in. She rushes him from the hotel in the middle of the night to and the story she tells of the mom's unaliving is about her and a boyfriend sitting on the porch. And that's all they planned on doing, was sitting on the porch. No, he didn't come to get her. That wasn't the story that Gypsy told the cops. My boyfriend came to get me, and that was the plan. And then my mom saw me leaving. She didn't even come up with a self-defense story like that. There was not even that self-defense story of my mom held me captive. I tried to leave. I grabbed my suitcase. My mom grabbed me. She held me back. She hit me. She abused me. She wouldn't let me go. No, it was she saw us on the porch. She hated my boyfriend, and he just went in the house, and she's like, no, he's asleep. She's asleep. Sleep. Don't go in the house. No, she was asleep. He didn't want her to go in the house because she was asleep, and she didn't want them to be caught there. That's why they were spending time on the porch, so that they didn't get caught there. There's also the third story of she was kicked out of the house and she was living in the shed with the bugs, and that's why they were on the porch. Like, there's like, in those interrogation videos, there multiple stories come to light. Multiple different stories. But never once is there any abuse of, he came to get me, my mom caught us. Because that would have been a self-defense story, not a first-degree one, if she had said, my mom caught me leaving with Nick, and I had my suitcase and my stuff, and she caught me leaving. And she grabbed me and pulled me back in and tried to chain me back down to the bed, and her and Nick got in a scruffle because she was trying to chain me to the bed, and he was saving me from being chained to the bed again for another 2 weeks or more. And there was not even that story. Like, there's, like, Gypsy lies, but she doesn't know how to lie at the same time. Because as I even think of the interrogation videos, I can come up with a lie on the spot. And she had how many hours before the cop got there to pace around and come up with a lie? Instead, she covered her head with the blanket and she ate her lunch and she went to sleep, and she just slept and slept and slept, and instead of pacing around thinking, what am I going to do? 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 Because I would have been pacing around. I wouldn't have lied, but I would have been pacing around going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm like, oh, I'm so caught. I'm so busted. I would have been like, oh, crap. And especially if you're withdrawing, she was in there for hours. If she was addicted, I guarantee you she was addicted to opiates. She would not have been able to just curl up in a ball and sleep unless she is that addicted to them that she's used to getting off and on them, off and on them, off and on them. Because sometimes some drug addicts get used to the withdrawal, and they know how to try and sleep through the withdrawal. Because they go to jail a lot, and they got to sleep through the withdrawals. And they know how to eat. They eat, sleep. Eat, sleep, 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 eat, sleep, 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 sleep. And shower. Those three things, like a cycle of those three things to keep the withdrawals at bay. Because once that 4-hour mark hits and it's worn off, you would not be resting so peacefully. Trust me, you would be pacing that room. So there's a lot about in those interrogation videos we can go over. And I can give my 2 cents on too if we want to go over those again. But tell me what you think about, is Ryan still manipulating us? Does he have a PR guy that's helping him? Or is he just good at what he's doing and he's clapping back at Gypsy? Oh, he is getting down on her, but in such a sideways way that it makes you laugh. Because he's not, Gypsy's directly villainizing him, whereas he's, the way he laughs at this fridge thing, he is villainizing her, but he's doing it through the fridge. He's doing it in this sideways way where he is putting down what she said. He's debunking her accusations and lies. And so now everybody's doubled down in on, oh, Gypsy's, yep, she's the liar, the manipulator that we know. And she's just villainizing Ryan like she villainized all her other exes, blah, blah, blah. But, like I said, if he's drinking soda, I don't believe the lap band story. He's not following the recommendations and rules of the lap band surgery then. Then he doesn't care about the lap band surgery he got. If he cared about it, there'd be no soda in sight. Like I said, go to Amazon and get some packets, which I'm actually going to now. Should I put these on my wish list? People go to my wish list and get them for me. Just kidding. Be like, oh, I'm putting these on my wish list. Just kidding. Be like, let's drink this soda. There we go. It's on the wish list, baby. I'll go get them later when I can. Be like, I want some Dad's A&W cream soda and stuff like that. Alright, you guys. Just tell me what you guys think and let me know in the comments what you guys think about. Are all three of them just manipulators and we got this circle of people manipulating each other? I mean, Ken went and manipulated Gypsy, making him think, oh no, I do love you. This is our love story. We're Bonnie and Clyde. Ride or die to the end, you know. Because Gypsy lives in cliches. Everything Gypsy says, she forgets we've lived in the real world longer than her. And so we know these cliches well. Every time she writes them down, we know these cliches and these movie lines that she's using. She's using movie lines and terms and everything. She talks in and Fancy will even tell you how she tried to do a Gone Girl thing because they found a vial of her DNA in the fridge and everything, and I don't know, supposedly it's in the crime scene in the kitchen and stuff. There's the blood she was cleaning up or something around the house was her own, like, or something, or she's spreading it around. I don't know, because in the crime scene photos I don't see any DNA, we'll call it DNA outside of the bedroom. I might have to just pay for Fancy's Patreon so I can see all of this info. Let me know if you guys want me to go ahead and go to Fancy's Patreon and pay for it, and we'll go over what I see, because apparently she's got all of it and all of the evidence that proves all of this and points at everything. It's Fancy tells you a lot of it for free, but there's a lot more if you just go to the Patreon, and then if I go down that rabbit hole, it's deeper than I've already gone down reading newspaper articles and everything else of the past, and going down and watching everybody's videos and watching, everything new that Gypsy's doing, and I've already gone down a pretty far rabbit hole. But there apparently, if I pay for Fancy's, it's only $1, I hear, unless she raised the price. But if I go pay for her Patreon, I can go down that bigger rabbit hole that she went down. I can go down the same rabbit hole as Fancy. So let me guys know if you guys want more Gypsy videos, and if you want me to go down the same rabbit hole as Fancy and look at it from my perspective, because I do have a little bit different perspective than everybody in some things. That's why I started making these videos on Gypsy, because I started seeing stuff that people weren't saying. I was already doing that. I already made 3 crime videos prior to Gypsy's about, well, this is what I think happened. Like the Rebecca Zahau. Sorry, I'm so nervous in that video redoing it. I'm new back to YouTube. I was nervous. I should redo the Rebecca Zahau, because I don't know if I got my point across exactly, because I was too damn nervous to do the video and I was anxious to shut it down. That I don't know if I got my point across. What I think really happened. What I think happened at with the whole case and how it went down. So let me know what you guys want me to do, what you guys want to see more, and I thank you guys all for the comments you already gave me. I respond to every single one of them. Love them. Thank you, and thank you for all the likes and you dislikes. I love laughing at you. I think it's funny when I get a dislike. I actually laughed about it on my Twitch with my stream. I was like, look, I got a dislike. Yeah. I wonder who that dislike is. Come on, if you're gonna dislike, at least give me a comment saying hi, I disliked you. You're just hiding behind that little, because we can't see dislikes anymore on YouTube. You can't see how many dislikes you get and who hit that dislike anymore. You can't. You just get a percentage now of, you got this many yeses. oh, your percentage dropped, so that means you got at least a no. And if you can calculate, this is where math comes in. Because if you can calculate percentages, then you know how many dislikes you got. So, this is where math comes in, and I don't want to do it. So I'm just going to be like, I at least got one dislike, guys. And that was cool. Because I actually like, go ahead and, if you really dislike it, well, I guess it screws up the algorithm. Please don't do it. Because I would find every dislike funny if it didn't screw up the algorithm. I guess. Because likes bring me further out into the algorithm. So more people can get the info that I'm giving and maybe see my perspective and see my thoughts. And because I don't know how many people are going to see this video, because nobody's saying it. Nobody's talking about the soda in Ryan's fridge. They're so Team Ryan. We're going to believe everything he says without even looking at that soda. And so don't be so blinded by being Team Ryan that you miss. Like I said, they keep putting up photos thinking they're innocent. And they generally are, because how many people know about lap band surgery? How many people know the conditions of lap band surgery? I do, because I had a sister-in-law who had it, and a mom who talked about getting it. But my mom stuck to her diets, and she's happy with her diets, and she's just happier. I mean, all more power to you if you just want to diet and hope that helps and not go through surgery. I mean, because every surgery is a risk. Even good surgeries like lap band surgeries can be a risk. You're not guaranteed to come out of them perfect. There can be complications. So, more power to you if you just can handle dieting. So, alright, you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay warm, stay happy, and definitely stay loved, because you are. Come talk with Rose every once in a while. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. Continue all these Gypsy series. But like I said, I'm going to squeeze in some videos here and there, some other things like gaming and maybe some Taylor Swift and stuff and whatnot, and what people want to chat about. So, thank you, and we'll see you guys later.